What up, guys? Joe White here, and I'm hoping you guys can hear me a little bit better this time. Um, I'm on the road. I'm a professional driver for a living, so I don't have a whole podcast set up out here on the road with me. Although that may be coming sooner rather than later, so that I can do this for you guys. Um, but I'm recording using my. I got a pair of JBL earbuds recently, and I'm using those to record. But we're here today to talk about Grand Theft Auto 6. That's right, another Grand Theft Auto 6 video from me. And yesterday I recorded a video about how Jason, if that's his name, may not be the guy that we think he is. Could he be a cop? Could he be undercover? Could he be the Brian O'Connor of the Grand Theft Auto franchise? Could he be the undercover cop? And could this be Grand Theft Auto's uh, version of the Fast and the Furious? Um, Today, I want to record a video covering the opposite theory of that. We got Lucia in the Grand Theft Auto poster um, that I will pop up sometime in this video. I'm going to be flashing up a lot of screenshots from the trailer, obviously. She's wearing an ankle bracelet, as we talked about. A bracelet that the Department of Corrections gives you when you go on house arrest. And so we will. I'm going to be wondering now, or talking now about a theory that I saw. Um, could she be a cop? Could Lucia be a cop? Could she be doing all this stuff to get her name cleared? Is there something going on with Lucia's family to where the cops are going to help her out? Um, let's not forget. And I hate to keep bringing up this franchise, but let's not forget in Too Fast, Too Furious, that movie was based in Miami, and that movie featured Roman Pierce, who got his ankle bracelet taken off because he helped O'Connor catch the bad guys. Could that, because I don't think we're going to be seeing her with this ankle bracelet on the whole game. It doesn't make sense. Um, Unless they're using that as a way of tracking where she is at all times as a part of their deal, but I highly, highly doubt that. So could she be a cop? Could there be a a deal where she gets her record clear? Like I said, she gets no a different prison sentence, a lighter prison sentence. Is she the one that's going to betray, quote unquote, Jason? The song that goes with this trailer by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers called "Love Is a Long Road." Um, there's lines in that song. I knew a girl. I thought she cared about me. Talking about all we wanted to do was hold each other, but love is a long road. And I used to wake up at noon with my head spinning, wondering what, basically, go listen to the song. And I think that song is going to tell the story of the game. Everybody keeps saying Lucia is the main protagonist, and she very well may be. But I think they're going to equally, because this game is not going woke. We've seen that from the trailer. I mean, I'll put it up here in the video. Um, there is a sign in the video that talks about anxiety medicine and how it cures emotions. So who knows what we're going to get from this? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think? This is probably going to be the most story-driven GTA game of all time. Story is going to be a big thing about. They're going to tug on our heartstrings here because yes, Grand Theft Auto is all about running around, hijacking cars, robbing people, and shooting up the place, and seeing how much of a wanted level you can get before you before the cops get you or the army gets called in or whatever the case may be. How much destruction can you cause? Can you cause? Um, I think this game, yes, you're going to be able to do that, no doubt about it. But I think this game is going to do, Grand Theft Auto 5, they kind of laid out a story, Granted, it wasn't the best story in the world. I mean, you had to get money to rob to pay back a drug dealer for tearing down his house, and you got the local gangbanger in on it with you, and your psychopath from a former life back with you, and they're running amok. And that movie was all about that game was all about making money, how to make money. This is going to be a love story. And it's going to be something that Grand Theft Auto has never done before. This is going to be a love story. It's going to be it's going to play out like a movie. Um, and I can't wait to see what they've come up with. Yes, the guns and the guns and the hoes and the drugs, they're going to be a big part of it. Don't get me wrong. They're going to be a huge part of it. But the story is going to be first and foremost here. I think over the last 10 years, you look at games like that have come out in last 10 years, like The Last of Us 2. Um, let's see, what other story driven games? Take even like the Batman Arkham Knight. You've got the Uncharted games that are all story based. Spider Man 1 and 2 have both come out in the 10-year span here. Um, I think The Last of Us came out before GTA 5. Yeah, in fact, I know it did, but The Last of Us 2, you've had a couple of Uncharted games since then, I think, since then. Um, Spider Man has really changed the game. Story is more key than ever in video games now, and I think that that's where this Grand Theft Auto is gonna shine. Rockstar is gonna go, hey, we can tell stories too. We can tug on your heartstrings, and we can do everything. We can do everything that those other guys are doing, and we can do it better, and we can do it stronger, and we can do it more harder, and we can tell a story that is not going to insult your intelligence and is not going to go woke every 5 minutes and shove a direct message down your throat. Maybe a little bit of message thrown in there. Maybe a little bit of message thrown in there, but we're not gonna hammer it home. We're not gonna sit there and beat you over the head with it and say this is the way you need to think. Um, I did see the finally finished watching the GTA 5 o'clock YouTube channel's analysis, and every time, and this, I don't know whether is this what British people really think of Americans. Um, now, granted, the two brothers who founded the studio and started these games, they're Scottish. They're European based, but every time somebody with an American flag on their clothes popped up in the trailer, they're like, "Oh, that's a MAGA guy." Not necessarily. There's a lot of people like me that are proud of their country who are not all MAGA Republicans, guys. So, do I think we'll see like a version of Donald Trump in this? Maybe. Do I think we might be able to go to their version of Mar-a-Lago? Maybe. Who knows what we're going to be able to do in this? Who knows what the stories that they're going to tell, and the satire. That's why you play these games. I said it all along. They're not afraid to take the risks. Everybody said, like I said before, I was at a shipper the other day picking up something, and I mentioned a trailer, and the guy said, "There's no way Rockstar can do what they've done in the past. They'll get canceled in a minute." I think that if South Park can do this, and South Park is universally loved, South Park, I mean, they could get away with anything at this point. So I think that if South Park can get away with it, I think Rockstar could be the equivalent of South Park in the gaming world. Even though South Park's done a couple of video games um, with Ubisoft, I think Rockstar, as far as sandbox games and as far as telling stories, Rockstar could get away with anything they want. Anything they want. The world has changed a lot in the last 10 years, but this woke stuff and everything was starting to happen 10 years ago, and Rockstar didn't care then. Why should they care now? Though they realize the more crude and lewd and the more parody they make it, the more money they make. I want to talk also about the release window. I think I touched on this in the last video, but again, Rockstar has said that, or Take Two Interactive has said that they aim to have a big. I think it might have been Rockstar doing it. They mean to have a big 2025 fiscal year. Now, the fiscal year for 2025, ironically, starts in June, ends in May. Um, so sorry about that, guys. My phone went to sleep on me. So I don't know if it starts in June, ends in May. It's not like a calendar year. Fiscal years never rarely go calendar based. Um, so again, I think this game is dropping holiday of next year. They want to have a huge marketing campaign. They want to have a full, maybe year and a half to 2 years. If it drops before holiday of 2025, it would surprise me. It would surprise me greatly. Um, that's it for today, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to do more of these. We're going to do more GTA videos. I haven't stopped with the wrestling content. I have plenty of stuff to talk about in the world of professional wrestling. But I wanted to go on here. We're going to be talking a lot about Grand Theft Auto 6 this year. It's in the next year, in the new year, as they say. As Donald Trump would say, it's going to be huge. It's going to be very, very huge. Huge video games for everybody. Anyway, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you down the road.